Wednesday, June 18th, and we have a lot to look at today as there is going to be some severe weather moving into the United States over the next 7 days. Let's begin with what's happening across the country right now. We have some storms over here in the Wichita, Kansas area. It will be probably affecting Wichita by the time I post this, and Augusta. Probably it'll be over to Howard in about 15-30 minutes. And in the Topeka area, we have some storms. But our main threat for right now is down here in this Alabama and Georgia area. There's some severe storms just to the east of Huntsville, in Scottsboro and Tryon. No, that's Tryon, Georgia. Pine Ridge, Lakeview, Crossview, Gadsden, Pell City, Talladega. Y'all have got some severe storms right now. But into Georgia, we have some storms in the Franklin, Whitesburg, Newman, Carlton, Griffin area. Probably will be into the Macon Airport by the time I post this. Close to Gordon, Ivy, Iverton, Toomsboro. I said Toomsboro. But we do have a tropical storm forming down here near Mexico. As you can see down here, you can see some of the rotation right here. This circle right here, I can't really circle it because actually I can. As you can see, this little circle thing right here is the eye wall. This whole thing is spinning this way. So yeah. And it will be moving it will be moving that way. It's currently on not EF3. It's currently a Category 3 hurricane. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into our severe weather outlook for today. We have an enhanced risk up here in this Indiana and Illinois area. In that orange, y'all will have some very severe storms, possible softball-sized hail if continues to be like this. We have a slight risk around that, which is the yellow, which y'all could have a potential for just some very heavy thunderstorms, heavy rain showers, and yeah. And then in the darker green around that, y'all could have potential for just some moderate thunderstorms, heavy rain showers, as well as up there in that marginal risk in Maryland and in North Dakota. We have a chance for some light thunderstorms anywhere else in the light green, anywhere else in the United States, which kind of looks like the mint green, but yeah. This will bring the threat for some possible tornadoes in the Illinois and Indiana area, as well up into southern parts of Michigan, I believe. Yeah, into southern parts of Michigan and into northwest parts of Ohio. Y'all could have potential for some EF4 tornadoes if continued to strengthen. In that green, anywhere else around that, y'all could have potential for just some possible EF1 to EF2 tornadoes. Like I said, EF3 to EF4 in that brown area. We could have potential for tornado outbreak in that area. Our main threat for today is going to be wind, though. Mainly in the Indiana and southeast parts of Missouri and into southeast parts of Illinois, I believe. Yeah, Illinois. I've been learning my states, guys. Trust me. I'm trying to get these right for y'all. As well into northwest parts of Ohio and into southern parts of Michigan. Y'all gonna have potential for some possible just 75 mile per hour winds. 75 to 80 mile per hour winds in that red area. In the yellow area around that, you're going to have potential for some possible 60 mile per hour winds, 60 to 70 mile per hour winds.
Or like 6, 7.
Stop with the memes, editor. And then the 5% risk, that brown, you're going to have potential for some possible 40 mile per hour winds, as well as up there in Maryland and North Dakota. This will bring a threat for some possible hail, possible baseball, tennis ball sized hail in that yellow area, and then in the brown area up in North Dakota, you're going to have potential for some golf ball sized hail, as well as in that brown around the yellow. Here's our severe weather outlook for tomorrow. We have a slight risk up there in that North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, all the way up to Maine, basically, as well as a marginal risk around that from northern parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and all of South Carolina, as well as east parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. Ranging all the way up to Maine, there's a possible for some moderate thunderstorms and heavy rain showers in that darker green. If you're in the yellow, you could have potential for some heavy thunderstorms and heavy rain showers. And the marginal risk up there in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, northern parts of Illinois, and parts of Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa. You're going to have potential for just some moderate thunderstorms, heavy rain showers, as well as over there in the Montana area. There is a potential for some light thunderstorms and light rain showers in the in the light mint green anywhere else in the United States. But this will also bring a threat for some tornadoes up there in the Maine area and Pennsylvania, New York. But this will mainly be hitting y'all probably in the afternoon hours, like 1 or 2 p.m. CDT. Y'all could have potential for some possible EF1 to EF2 tornadoes. Main threat for tomorrow, though, is our wind. We could have potential for 60 to 70 mile per hour winds.
Or like 6, 7.
Editor, I swear, if you put in the meme thing, you're fired.
Corporate called, you're fired.
Oh dear. And y'all could have a potential for just I just said that. But in the brown around that, y'all could have 40 to 50 mile per hour winds, as well as up there in the North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and northern parts of Illinois. Even into west parts of Michigan, I believe. But mainly, not really. As well as in the Montana area, y'all could have some golf ball sized hail in the brown. Y'all could have some possible 30 to 40 mile per hour winds. But this will bring a threat for some possible hail in the North Carolina, Virginia, all the way, ranging basically up through Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Maryland, Delaware, all the way up into Maine. Y'all could have potential for some possible golf ball sized hail, as well as up there in the North Dakota, South Dakota, or both of the Dakotas and into Minnesota and Wisconsin, into northern parts of Illinois and Iowa. We do have a tropical storm that is forming. It will be about here around 6 a.m. on Wednesday, which today is Wednesday. I'm not really sure what time zone this is, but 12 a.m. on Thursday, it'll probably be around right here. 12 p.m. on Thursday, it'll be about right here. And 12 a.m. on Friday, it will make landfall. Actually, it'll make landfall at 12 p.m. tomorrow. I'm not really sure what time zone that is. It doesn't really say. But, yeah. Okay, CST is the time zone that they're using. Here is our forecast up into 10 a.m. CDT on today. I said on today. On Wednesday. Starting off around 7:30, we had some storms firing in the Oklahoma area and into South Dakota and Nebraska and Kansas City. Around 8:55, which is in about 15 minutes for me. We have some storms starting to fire up in this Pittsburgh area and Pennsylvania, as well as some storms in West Virginia and Indiana, and in some northeast parts of Michigan. Moving on into the day, we will have these storms moving up into the northeastern parts, but around 10:05 a.m. the storms will be moving into Arkansas. Some storms will be moving into Illinois. There are some storms moving into Iowa and into Minnesota. There's some storms moving into Wisconsin. Storms pretty much moving everywhere. It's pretty calm in the Texas and Oklahoma area for right now, and it will be for today and tomorrow. Click right here to subscribe to Ryan Hall, y'all. Click right here to subscribe to Max Velocity. Click right here to subscribe to me, and then click right here to watch one of my videos. Them two are the reason why I created my channel. Don't mind the foot in the background. That's my little brother playing Fortnite. But, yeah, as always, stay safe.